Hey there, hi there, ho there, everybody. It's Mindful Pig here, and this is the Two Tired Dudes podcast. Unfortunately, we had a little bit of technical difficulties at the start of this. Jimmy wasn't able to add his audio in, so for the first 15 minutes, he wasn't speaking. Thankfully, we had one of our audience members reach out to us and let us know that they couldn't hear him, so we did rectify that issue. So for the first 15 minutes, all you really missed was that Jimmy was just telling us his streaming schedule. He'll be live every Thursday night if you guys want to catch him. Other than that, he'll be doing random streams throughout the week. Thank you guys so much, as always, for tuning in and listening to these. It's really appreciated. We will be back every Tuesday at 7:30 p.m., or you can catch me streaming ahead of time at 6 p.m. And without further ado, here is your Two Tired Dudes podcast.
Good. I just clicked it on now. I thought we saved it that way, but I guess not.
No worries, no worries. I'm so sorry to
should we
interrupt
go
you.
back to the story? I think we covered it. I think they'll figure it out, right? From the side.
Yeah,
Oblivion was my
definitely.
game, and I didn't get it at first, but then 6 months after, I did get it, and I loved it. So I hated it at first, and now I love it. That's the summary. Um,
Sorry, buddy.
No, it's all good. That's my bad. I for some reason thought that it was just automatically clicked off for now, but I guess not. Um, but as far as the streaming thing goes, yeah, I was never gonna stream initially, and then people kept bringing it up, and I just kept being like, maybe I don't know. Like I had my reservations, and then I started um I had some friends that were involved in Twitch, and then that got me into like watching Twitch, and I was like, oh, this is really cool. And then I met some people, and then like I met you. I actually met you pretty early on when I started watching Twitch, which is funny. Um,
Yeah.
I couldn't have been watching it for more than like a couple months at that point, if that. And yeah, I wasn't even streaming yet. Um, and then like the more people kept bringing it up, the more I was like, okay, maybe I'll try it, but I'm not going to do it alone. So I got one of my coworkers slash friends to jump into the party chat with me and agree to do it, and then we finally like did it one day.
Was that
And
Kelsey that joined you?
yes, yes,
Oh, okay.
and yeah, like I really enjoyed it. As nervous as I was, I really liked the atmosphere. I really liked. I mean, I'm gaming anyways, so it was just kind of like, oh, this is cool. I can game and like chat with people and meet people and have conversations while I'm doing this. So it's just like, because also I moved into the middle of nowhere, so I don't really have any of my friends out here. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, so like it also kind of it kind of fills a void, not to make it sound sad, but it does feel like a
No, I
void of
get you.
like, you're meeting people and chatting and a lot of like like-minded people, you can talk. I mean, me and you like absolutely hit it off. We're almost like the same person in a lot of aspects,
Oh yeah,
especially
hell
with our
yeah.
gaming tastes. And yeah, I
Totally would
just
have been like high school friends and stuff.
exactly 100%. And yeah, I mean it just it started like getting support from people I knew, and then like some of the people I was meeting and some of the chats I was going to, they followed back and came in, and then really quickly, I think like after a month, we hit affiliate, and now like it's kind of like, all right, I really got to start making moves here and like being a little more serious about it. So that's why I ordered the capture card, and like I never wanted to turn it into like a full-time job, because I feel like once I make it too stressful for myself, it's gonna be not as fun anymore. But I always want to have
Very
like a
true.
nice space for everyone to show up if they feel like it and hang out and chat. Like just just a nice like friendly environment to talk about games, talk about whatever. You know, if you need someone to talk to, like I love people. I'm a people person, even though I have anxiety, which I don't know how that works, but that's how it goes, I guess.
Yeah, I say like definitely when you enter your stream, you definitely feel like you're part of a community of like people. Like I know you've given that compliment on a few times to some streamers, but like you definitely yourself have captured that feeling. Even like just being an outsider and going into your community right away, they were engaging a conversation with me. Right, we were talking about movies, whatever the case was. So yeah, like if that is your goal, you are doing a fantastic job of it.
Well, I appreciate that. It's very nice.
You definitely
I
made something, my man.
I appreciate that. Yeah, I don't do things like that lightly. I definitely I just, I love good vibes, I love nice people and people want to have a good time and laugh and or even vent, whatever. Like it's all good. I'm here for the human experience.
Yeah, I
You have
think
a
like
good
you
around
said,
me
having
enough,
that.
yeah.
I think having that friend, like you said, play with you really makes it feel like it's a community night, like every night, right? Like anyone could jump in and play that game with you guys. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Also, is this
Sorry, Fundead.
it's
No, 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 no. You're fine. I was like up on the mountain building something, so
Oh, okay.
you're fine.
that's so funny. I've actually never really played much of this game, and I used to not be that into it, but I kind of
So
like this for
just
like a chatting atmosphere. This is kind of cool to just like have my
Yeah,
little.
right. Me too.
so just to show you how fast I can actually just build just small random like shit. It's
Yeah.
up
Let's see.
all the way up here.
We're going to heaven.
Now, is that like a
Oh,
Switch themed flooring in
what?
that room?
It is not.
Oh.
Oh, wait.
Oh
Oh,
wait,
sorry.
inside there. That's fine.
I always
Don't
forget
don't
which one.
mind mindful. He's just, over here breaking doors.
Just destructive.
That's all right. I would have done the same thing. I wouldn't have known. You holding the door, but like a smaller version.
I think so. Yeah.
That's
Here's my door.
fantastic.
He's just like, nah, let me in. Just yanking the door off.
Oh
Oh, that's
yeah.
beautiful.
So, if you
That
guys
is
don't
pretty
know,
quick.
I am still getting over my flu symptoms. I'm still coughing, but other than that, I am healthy and good.
Well, it's good you're on
I
the up.
can't believe a night's sleep and what was it? Two Advils did that for you?
What?
I said, what was it? You had a night's sleep and two Advils, right? Was your cure?
It was two. It was literally just two Tylenol and like sleeping overnight, and then like in the middle of the night, I had a fever of 103, and I was so out of it. I was like, oh my god, dude,
Oof.
I'm just going to back to bed. So I go back to bed and I wake up and the fucking fever's gone and I'm feeling better. I'm like, what the fuck happened?
It's beautiful.
Being an
That helps
adult is
though.
weird.
Oh, yes. I
So did
mean,
you want to go
Hey, little
next then?
pufferfish is still there. Cool. Huh?
Did you want to go next for your
Nope,
video
all
game
you.
that pissed you off? Me? Okay. Um, I guess
Gotta
for
think
me it
about
would
it.
be. Well, I kind of did. Like, I have one game that's it pisses me off still, regardless. Like, I'll go back and I'll play it, but then as I'm playing, I'm like, this game is fucking dumb. Like, I'm done with this shit. And I'll go back to it 2 months later. It's Kate and Lynch 2, Dog Days. If anyone like hasn't played that game yet, definitely try it. It's a terrible game. It's absolutely terrible. But like, you just want to get good at it, you know? And like all it is it's a first person shooter. You're these like I don't know what they are. They're bad guys. I'm sure they're bad guys, but they're apparently having other bad guys attack them all the time. And like the way everything like looks through their eyes is always like intense, almost like Max Payne, when he's on his painkillers. Like it's just fucked up shit all the time. I don't know if you guys are playing Max Payne or not. But yeah, it's just I
I
usually
have.
only get to like level 2, and then I'm like, okay, I'm done. I can't even get any further than this. But then like 6 months later, I'll be like, hey, maybe I'm good at it this time.
That's so funny, Kane and Lynch. I haven't heard of that game in so long. I never actually played it myself. I knew some people playing it, but that's like the heyday of like the anti-era, right? Like a lot of those games were coming out and it was just
Oh,
like
if you want to destroy your relationship in like 10 seconds, like just do co-op together. You will both be yelling at each other. Fucking
love it.
cover!
like that. Army of Two is another one that I like
Oh,
think
Oh
of.
my
yeah.
god,
I don't
Army
know.
of Two.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's definitely my. What about you, Mr. Fundead?
So, my game will actually shock everybody that's watching this stream that's seen and watched my stream, right? My game is Dying Light.
Oh, and I'm going. No, I'm just kidding.
So, if you don't know, I have played Dying Light since it has came out. But when it first came out and I played it, I'm like, this game is fucking retarded. I cannot get the handle of it. The controls are wonky, and how do I jump? And then I left it alone for like maybe a month. I'm like, no, I'm not playing that fucking game. That game's stupid and it's irritating. No, I've already had a bad day. I don't want to go back into it. And then one day I had a good day, and I go back into it, and it just clicks. I'm like, what the fuck? Why is everything going so smooth? Oh, it's all fucking timing. That's why. And it was just that dumbfound ideas like, oh, it's all timing. All it is timing my jumps and timing my attacks, dodging the right way and everything else. It's literally like a dumbed down version of Dead Island. Okay, this is a little easier for me now. But then I run into the first big zombie. I can't even remember what it was called. It's either called like a juggernaut or like a charger or something strange. Like it literally, the thing it does, it's in its name. And I die from it. I'm like, no, fuck this game. And I leave for a week. I'm like, okay, I want to play it again because it's fun, but if I die from that zombie, I'm putting it down for good. And that was the first like decision I've ever made to put down a game for good. Like, no more touching it. And I played it, I beat it, I'm like, fuck yeah, let's do this. And then I continue to play it, and I start falling in love with the story more and more, and I'm like, holy crap, this is cool. I like this. This is fantastic. And it got to the point where I was doing the Easter eggs and finding all the developer weapons and finding all the statues and or the flags. Sorry, not statues. That's a different game. All the flags, and there was one of the flags, and I'm terrified of heights. Like, absolutely insanely terrified. Even if it's in a game, I get, like, butterflies in my stomach. I'm like, nah, fuck that. I don't want to do this. No, thank you. But that game, it made sense to me. Like, it was just like, it's a fucking game. I shouldn't be scared of this. And then after that, after playing the game itself, I started to slowly overcome my fear of heights. And then my new job that I'm working now, I have to climb this big ass ladder to fix like Christmas lights and shit outside of the shop because I'm paid hourly and I get to do the lackey shit. And that kicked my fear of heights right off the cliff. I can now climb up that ladder without any issues, and I noticed that today. I'm like, huh, I could jump off of this and not really care because I know I'd be safe. I'll
That's
be down.
crazy.
Like
what a
even
different mindset.
like even
Right.
with like a little step ladder that has like 3 steps, like I have one inside of my apartment. I refuse to climb it because of my fear of heights. I just don't fucking like it. It's so freaky to me how humans are meant to stay on the ground. Flying is a no-go for me.
And we
But
keep trying to
as-
defy
Yeah.
it. Yeah,
Right?
we're meant to be on the-
Like we're meant to be on the ground, and that was my thought process with everything. And then I'm just like, you know what? Eh, we built planes for a reason, I guess. And that game is just, it irritated me so much. And then the heights with it, and it was like, oh my god, this game sucks. I hate it. And then I continued to play it, fell in love with the story, and then now that it's been like 7 or 8 years that it's been out, and I've been playing it ever since. I'm just like, yeah, that's my number one game. Other than Sly Cooper, nothing can fucking beat Sly Cooper. Sly Cooper's
Just
my
out of
shit.
curiosity, Fundead, how long, like, how many hours have you clocked into Dying Light? Have you ever looked?
That's personal information, sir. Um, well, let's put it this way. I used to play it for more than 12 hours a day whenever I didn't have anything to do, and that could be between 2 to 5 days.
That's awesome,
And
though.
adding that up with just like 2 hour periods for like 7 years, that's a lot of hours.
Yep.
That's a
It
lot
actually
of
clocks in
hours.
at a lot. I don't even think it has numbers anymore.
Yeah.
Like that's a big fucking
The
number.
calculator just changes.
Yeah, it turns into like you know error, too much. And
So you had like,
go ahead.
sorry, Fundead, go ahead. You go
You
ahead,
first.
buddy. I was just gonna say, so so Canadian here. I was gonna say, since we're talking about like terrible games and all that, on the opposite scale, has there ever been a terrible game that one of you guys have played and then not gone back to yet?
Ooh, that's a good question.
What'd
Because
you
I
say?
definitely have one. I would say, has there been a terrible game that you've played but you haven't gone back to? Like for me, for example, it was Watch Dogs. Like I just had the worst experience ever, and like I was like, I'm not touching this game, and I sure the hell haven't touched it yet. But like I don't want to beat it, so I'll have to get back to it eventually. But just curious if you guys had that experience.
Feel like there was one recently, and
Is there a
I'm
game that I
blanking on it.
played that I hated and I didn't go back to?
Exactly, yeah.
Elden Ring, dude. Elden Ring. I
Oh,
played that game. I beat the
you
first
were
fucking major boss, and I said, "Fuck it, I'm
breaking
not
my
playing it
heart.
anymore."
That game's amazing. I love that game. I'm kind of
There we
a
go.
FromSoft lover, so I've been there since Demon Souls. Went back and played like Kingsfield and stuff too after finding out they
Now
had
we
some
can
older
have,
games.
now we can have a good debate. We could hear Fundead's opinion versus Jimmy's for Elden Ring.
Well, I have a Dark Souls sleeve, so but
I
yeah.
think you did too, though, Fundead, right? Did you play through the Dark Souls series?
I did. Give me just a little bit. I gotta go do something real quick.
Yeah, no worries, buddy. What were you gonna say, Jimmy? Though, what was your game that you didn't get back to?
So yeah, that's what I was trying to think of. It's like there's got to be one recently. I feel like, well, you know what? I typically stay away from the games I think I'll not like, but there was one I liked Dying Light 2, but didn't feel the need to go back to it. But I'm only thinking that because we talked about Dying Light.
That's pretty
Um,
cool, though. But you did try the second one.
yeah, I hmm, feel like there's a pretty controversial one that I remember not liking. The problem is I've been around too long and I've played way too many games.
It's so true. Like, I definitely have a big collection of PS2 games. I'm sure I haven't even got 25% through yet.
Oh, you know what? I do have one. And it kills me because so you're probably not going to be surprised, but I love Resident Evil. I love Resident Evil. Like I've been there since the beginning. I have played them all. Um, Umbrella Corps because I wanted to at least play everything that Resident Evil's tied to.
Okay.
Um, and I just I wanted to like it. I really did. I just because I'm just that stubborn. Like I want to love everything Resident Evil, and I just couldn't. I knew what it was. I knew what it was before I even got it, but I got it on a sale, so you know I wasn't gonna spend more than the money I spent. I think I was probably like on a sale for like $3 on PSN one time, and I was like, I'll get it.
Wow.
And
So,
go ahead.
I was gonna say, so what was it that like turned you off about the game?
And back full of humans.
It's literally like there's nothing Resident Evil about it.
Oh, okay, okay.
So it's like capitalizing on like being a part of it, but it's not. You know what I mean? It's just like it was an excuse to throw in a really badly baked shooter game,
Oh, that's too
like
bad.
an online competitive one, and it just
Like,
wasn't
were
great.
zombies even in it?
I mean, yes, but
Oh, okay.
it didn't make the game any better. But
I
I
get you,
mean,
yeah.
that one wasn't as much of a surprise as it was just like, I was obligated to play it and then I hated it.
You're not part of my Resident Evil world.
Exactly.
I'm back.
Oh.
There you go.
What'd you say?
Oh, nothing, nothing. Jimmy was just finishing up his story about a terrible game that he hasn't gone back to.
Yeah, it was Umbrella Corps because I love
Oh
Resident Evil
yeah.
and felt obligated to play it, but I hated it and will never go back to it because it's just,
Yeah.
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 Like it
I
makes Operation Raccoon City look like a 10 out of 10.
yeah, and that yeah.
Yep.
Mm.
I was gonna say, because
There's no
Jimmy's
compliments for
a
Raccoon
little bit
City.
newer, a
No.
little bit newer Fundead. I don't think he knows the reason behind your name. We explained Mum's last time, but you never got a chance to really explain yours.
So mine is actually based off of zombie games because because of Dying Light and like Dead Island and everything. It's my shtick. It's my thing. I am extremely good at survival games. So it just comes naturally to me. Like
Yep.
Minecraft, like this, playing in survival mode, it just comes fucking naturally. Because it clicks. So whenever I'm playing like a zombie survival game, I'm just like, oh yeah, I know too. I got this. And there was a time whenever it was just my name, which I'm not scared of my name being out there. It was just Michael Dunham 731, right? And I was like, okay, I'm affiliate now. I should probably get serious about this because shit's finally happening. Like what I've been trying to do for like the past three or some odd years, trying to get this done. So I'm like, well, I like zombies. People say I'm fun to play with or fun to talk to, and I like trains. Fuck it, fun dead train.
It all makes sense.
And I do have my own community where it's literally just a fun dead train. So therefore, I just have a picture of a train for Discord. It's great. It's
That's
fantastic. It
awesome.
looks all dilapidated and shit, and I'm just like, yeah. I just wish it had like rave lights on it and shit. That'd be funny. But that's like my origin of my stream name
I like
because
it.
it bounced between. I was like, well, do I want to go with Blackwood or do I want to go with Fundead? Blackwood, Fundead, Blackwood, Fundead. And I don't know which one I want to do. So I'm just like, you know what? Let's throw it out to like the communities that I'm in. So I throw it out there, and the final decision was like Fundead from like one person. And that single person was Mom. She's like, go for the Fundead one. That makes so much sense.
That's awesome.
So therefore, I was like, all right, fine, fuck it. It's gonna be my stick then. It's gonna be my label. And I
Mine.
looked up
Oop, sorry.
everywhere. You're fine. I looked up everywhere to see if Fundead Train was taken or Fundead was taken. And nowhere, I mean fucking nowhere it was taken. Like, yes. I don't have to try hard.
That's amazing.
It's
I
awesome when it
mean,
works out that way.
I've never seen Fundead until meeting you, so when I first
Well,
heard the name,
my
I was like, that's badass.
and beforehand it used to be Blackwood 731 because Blackwood was always my online tag name. Always. And I was like, okay, well, I'm going to stick with it. And then I'm like, no, Fundead Train. Like that sounds like a badass name. It sounds like someone you would come to watch to kick some ass with. I like that.
Absolutely. Mindful, where does your name come from? I don't know if you've already said it before, but I don't think I've caught it or I forgot because I'm old.
No, he hasn't.
No worries. It's honestly like you guys have such great stories, and mine is well, Xbox made it, and I just rolled with it.
You know what though? That in and of itself is a
Dude,
great
no,
story.
that's fucking fantastic. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
and like just it just sounded cool every time I was playing online games. Someone's like Mindful Pig, and I was like, yeah, I like that.
Oh
Okay, so
man.
I don't think people understand like Xbox has some of like the creative fucking like re-rolls. Like, have you ever
Yeah.
gone through just like created a new or wanted to create a new like gamer tag and shit like that, just like a new profile, and just hit it random multiple times, just read what it says. This shit is fucking
Yeah,
hilarious.
I said it. Yeah, it makes some really good ones.
And that actually goes back to whenever my brother was playing with me, and his was like like a salted taco or something like that. I was just like, what the fuck? That is like the most random thing ever. He's like, I know, but I'm sticking with it. I like it. But that was the Xbox thing. I like that one. I like that story a lot. Xbox
It's
made it
funny.
for me, so I'm stuck with it. I love it. Great. That's fucking cool. That's like peak badass. Is like, yeah, you made it for me, but guess what? I'm gonna make it work.
Just the idea that
Challenge
Xbox would
accepted.
throw a mindful pig at you too. It's just like who
It's like,
ran
I
into
know,
wow,
him?
that's
right?
fucking wild. Like that's like a fucking 8 out of 10 chance. Fantastic.
So, did you have any other cool topics you want us to go over?
So, okay, so whenever I thought of this podcast thing, and I was thinking about it, I'm like, do I just want to stick with game stuff? Do we just want to talk about games? But would that be okay to talk about other things? And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, our title has nothing to do with games. It's literally called Two Tired Dudes. We can talk about other shit too. So,
For sure.
my question is, and this is where the adult section comes into play. If you
Oh,
drink
Ooh.
nothing like that, come on now, get your mind out of the gutter.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry, I have a saucy
Dirty,
brain.
dirty.
Me too.
So, if you had to drink like an alcoholic beverage or like even wine counts, by the way. Wine does count. Even though it's fucking disgusting, wine counts.
I beg to differ, but all right.
Mm,
I
it's
love
so
wine.
dry, it's so bad. Oh, I hate it. I wanna feel something that tastes good and goes down smooth.
Like a
I
nice
am that person
Cabernet
that
Sauvignon.
I
So
actually
fancy.
I
Right.
actually tried 6 ounces of wine and it cost me $11 for those 6 ounces.
Sounds
And
about
I'm like,
right.
Sure.
that's a fucking expensive ass wine. What the fuck? Everything costs like $6. Why? And it's like one of the newest things, and I try it, and I'm like, oh, this isn't wine. It's champagne. And I'm just sitting there sipping on it. I'm like, oh my god, it's so bad. I'd just take another sip. Yeah, no, I'm done with that. I go back to it, and I take another sip. And like a little bit later after I finish my food, I'm just like sipping on it just to kill it. And at the end of it, I'm like, that wasn't that bad. Wait a minute. What the fuck just happened? But what would be your drink of choice, like for a sporting event or anything else like that?
Mindful, you
Like
want to
drink
go
of
first?
choice. I was gonna say, so drink of choice like alcoholic.
If you drink alcohol, or if you choose, we can go green with this too.
Oh, well, there's a lot of those, but
And choose your favorite though.
um, I was gonna say first off though, like I don't drink, right? It's been over 2 years. But it's crazy when you said like $10 is expensive compared to a $6 bottle of wine, because in Canada, fucking $10 is the cheap bottles of wine,
Right.
and the
What the
expensive
fuck?
ones are like way up there.
So okay,
So
so it wasn't a
that's-
bottle; it was literally just 6 ounces.
Okay. I think like a bottle you got. I was like, damn.
Yeah, like
I
if you
No,
go to
it
a
was
restaurant,
straight-
you can do like 6 ounces or 9 ounces, and
Yeah.
yeah.
Like,
Okay,
it was
then
just straight
yeah,
6
ours,
ounces. I'm like, what the fuck?
yeah, ours run about the same price then too.
It's so
Um,
annoying.
But yeah, oh man, I guess green wise, my favorite one would have been Blue Dream. It's just so
Oh
nice.
fuck, dude, yeah, dude.
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah.
god, Blue Dream is fucking
It's
phenomenal.
just very mellow. It's a good time.
Hey man, whatever helps you sleep, you know what I mean? That shit knocked me out so
But
fucking quick.
I can't find it for sale anymore. But drink, not alcoholic, but like on the green level, there was a Bob Marley energy drinks, but they were like decaffeinated, so they were to
Dude.
make you mellow and calm, and
I
they were
remember
so good. Oh my god,
I
so
remember
good.
those because I had one of those and I tried it. I'm like, oh my god, this tastes
And
really
it
fucking
worked.
good.
Yeah,
And,
like it
like,
was like I'm
a
having a
few
good
minutes
time drinking
later-
this, and I'm tired.
Like a few minutes later, you're like, I could take a nap right now.
Yeah, like
I
it was
could
so
really
good.
just snooze.
I remember
Like
being
it just
such an
calms your
idiot and
soul
always
down. and
having
you're
those.
like,
Yeah, I always have them like halfway through my shift. I was like, oh, this is a bad idea now.
How about you, Jimmy?
So it's always tough to pick one. I always hate picking one, but we already know I like wine, so I won't choose that. I feel like that'll be a
Oh
cop
no,
out
if
point.
no. If you want to choose wine, that is fine. Because I'm still adventuring with wine. So if you say something is good, I might just try it.
Well, I stick with red wines. I don't really like the white wines, but I also like for like beer. I like IPAs, but not like the crazy like grapefruit ones and stuff. I like the ones that are very bitter. Like Stone IPA makes a good IPA in my opinion.
Gentleman after my own heart.
Well, thank goodness, because I
Man,
felt like the
IPAs
Elden
are
Ring thing was
fucking-
gonna get ugly.
Oh, dude, no. Elden Ring, I beat the first boss and I quit playing it. I'm just like, I can't get back into it. I beat the first boss and just like, I get into the castle portion of it, and
Yeah.
it just kept dying. I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I can't do it. It was stupid. So I just quit.
Man. So
And I
much-
actually sold the game.
Oh,
Yeah, you got a little ripped off with that one, right? You were saying you didn't get as much out of it.
So I didn't get as much out of it, but it was damn well worth it because I got $99 in store credit. And I'm like, fuck yeah, I'll take that.
Oh, that's not bad.
Because I traded in a bunch of different games with that one. But that was one of like the big hitters that got me a lot.
I have a hard
So
time
you-
trading in games. I'm like, I don't
I
want
do-
to
I do
Oh,
too.
me too.
I did too. I'm just like, I don't know if I'm gonna want to play this later or not. Like,
I did it once
don't
with
wanna
some
do
games,
it.
got $5 back, and I was like, you know what? This wasn't worth it.
yeah, dude. I remember as a kid trading in like PlayStation 2 games that I've beat. I'm just like, I beat it. I don't want to play it no more. And then like later on down the line, like whenever I'm older, fuck, where's that game? I know I traded this bitch in, and I keep seeing it every time I come in. And you look for it, and it's not there anymore, and you're like, aw.
I know.
And
That
I'm
was
just
like my
fucking
friends too.
depressed.
They would always like trade in games, and they were like, "Why don't you do it?" I was like, "Well, because like then I won't have the game. Like I don't want to give it away.
Right.
I
Right?
don't care.
I want the
I
I don't
wait for
money,
care if
next
but
I
I
beat
paycheck.
want to
it."
keep the game.
Yeah.
How do I do that?
Yeah, it got to the point where I'm just like, I'm just gonna wait until next paycheck. Fuck it. I don't want to get rid of it.
Oh
Like I
man.
have, like kind of like my Sly Cooper games, you know.
Yep.
Like I've collected all of them, and I've literally hunted down the games that have the actual game manuals in them, like that look like the Thievius Raccoonus. I've literally hunted down every single one of those, so I have it point from the very beginning where it's like pristine all the way to like it's torn to shreds. And I was hunting for those specifically, just the books with the game, and I don't know how many games I went through to look at them and just know that the book is there, or if the book is not there. But it was a lot. I mean, it was a lot. It took me like probably 2 years to find it all, but I stuck with it. I fucking found all of them.
I don't blame you.
And
That's a good series, though.
the first game is in my storage because I don't want it being fucking touched. And if I find out that that game goes missing, heads are gonna fucking roll. I promise you. That game was like my fucking prized possession because I 100 completed that fucking game. Like I got everything. I got all the abilities. Got all the like treasures and everything. Dude. That game goes missing. Somebody's gonna die. Putting that out there now.
So basically, you get some stuff in your collection that you like hold pretty high. I wonder, so
It will never disappear.
you have anything else in your collection that you've procured and you're just like, this is amazing. Like I'm so happy I have this. Anything that I don't like, it doesn't even necessarily have to be rare, but like something that's.
Dude,
Sorry, are
this
we
is
allowed
gonna
to throw out
sound.
questions?
Oh yeah, no, dude, you were completely allowed. That is fantastic. The more questions we have, the longer we talk, the better I feel.
Perfect.
Probably it's going to sound really stupid because it was probably one of the worst ones that was ever made. God of War 2.
You didn't like God of War 2?
Dude, no, I love God of War 2. That's the thing. I fucking love the game. But if you look it up and see the ratings and see how long it's been and
Yeah.
how well it's been diminished by so many people saying, no, this fucking game sucked. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? Fucking
You got the
game's
PS
wicked.
copy?
Yeah, I do.
Did
You
you
know,
put
damn well I got
the
that one.
inside thing around to switch the
I
cover?
didn't. So like the little mini poster thing. Like
That
we're
was
able to
that?
flip it around and it has like the image.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep, yep. Yeah, I didn't even hunt that one down actually. I just found it. I'm like, oh, dude, that's fucking cool. That's the first game that I've seen that does this. Usually it's just like a plain white background. The fuck? So I looked at it, I'm like, dude, this is fucking wicked. And then more of the games that you see nowadays, they have images on like the inside of the case from the wrapper on the outside.
Yep.
Like Doom 2018, it did that, and then the newest one also did it too.
See, I love when they do that. It's like one of my favorite things. I like it was a big memory basically from the PS2 era days, like when a game would have like that reversible cover and it was just something so badass looking, like those God of War ones, obviously, like awesome.
Oh, dude, yeah,
Um,
the God of War ones
yeah,
are fucking
just so
sick.
cool. I love when there's like reversible covers, and it's like you don't know until you open it, so it kind of makes like opening it kind of cool.
Right? Yeah. I remember
This
whenever like the
is
PlayStation 2 cases were just pitch black inside of it, so you actually had to look to see if it
Yep.
was reversible or not. You're like, oh god, this is like a Pokemon card pack opening. Did I get lucky? Did I not get lucky? And you look at it, you're like, oh my god, it's so fucking cool.
I was gonna say, Jimmy. I know we got to talk about it last time, but didn't get to hear your thoughts on it. What got you like into gaming, and like, was there like any old school or good gaming memories that you wanted to share with people
All
Yeah.
that you
right.
had?
So way back when you had to go to work on a Brontosaurus, um, no, I've been gaming probably since I was like 3 years old. I'm 33 now, almost 34, and
Yeah.
yeah,
Mm,
I got a lot of gaming under my belt. um, I I have very good memories of um, like Nintendo playing like Mario Brothers 3 specifically. I played a lot of that when I was younger. Um, we had a Sega, so a lot of Mortal Kombat 1, um, and like really weird, bizarre games that you don't really see talked about. Like Zool was a weird, interesting game. I think Tinhead. Uh, let's see a good. I would say Earthworm Jim 1 and 2 were big
Oh
favorites.
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
Though playing those on the Sega was like, oh, especially the second one. I loved the weird salamander level where you had to like go.
Buddy,
Yeah, it was so bizarre.
I
Those are
was
such
such a
bizarre games.
I was such a like a porker child because like I remember like renting Earthworm Jim,
Yep.
playing that in my chair, chubby little bugger with his whole like brown paper lunch bag, like literally Jimmy full to the top of Spice Girls bubble gum, because it was like
Yes.
5 cents a piece. Yeah, I'm just chewing that shit, playing that game. Oh man, oh I love Earthworm Jim. That was such a good memory.
Oh, I like honestly, I would take a port of 1 and 2 together. Like, don't even touch them up. Just add trophies, throw them on my PlayStation, do it up. I also have a problem. I have to
Yeah.
get trophies. I love trophies. I'm a PlayStation. I'm a Sony pony, they call them. I can't help it. I mean, ever since PS1 came out, I've always been more geared towards PlayStation. I've played other systems. I pretty much I have a good. I don't want to say all of them because I don't have every system, but I got a majority of them, and I pretty much keep up with it even to this day. But I have very good memories of getting a PS1. Um, playing the Final Fantasies on there. Resident Evil 1 is obviously, is a huge memory for me. I still have my long box case of that. I was at the ripe old age of 7 playing that game and
Nice.
sitting there because I had a TV in my room with the PS1 setup. It was at the end of my bed, but I was there. It was me, my cousin, and my dad all sitting there, and I still remember going into that room where the dogs jump out of the window. We all of us jumped and were like, "Holy shit!" It was great.
That is a good scene. Yeah.
Love that. And then when like the remake of Resident Evil came out, like when you go through that room the first time, the dogs don't jump out, and they like just totally messed with me. But that's a tangent. Um, yeah, that like just so many good memories of like, the older games, and I mean now like gaming has like blown up since then, and there's so many options for games. But back then, like I remember getting the video game magazines and being excited for new releases, and you'd get a game, and that was pretty much like the game you played for like that month. Like you had to make
Yep.
that game last. If you beat it that night, like the night you got it, like I'm looking at Parappa the Rapper 2. I remember getting that at I think from Toys R Us or something, and bringing it home that night and beating it in that one sitting and being like, "Oh, I really shouldn't have just crushed through that." It wasn't a long game, but like, you didn't want that game that you just
Yeah, it's disappointing, right? I was like, wow, that
yep.
was it. I remember what a game changer was too when they started to add demos to the magazines you bought,
Oh,
and you could actually sample. Oh man,
mm.
loved those. I probably still have some somewhere, actually. But
I know it was so good. Like there were some demos I remember just playing over and over again because the
yep.
games that were on it were just so good.
Crash Bandicoot was one.
Yeah.
Intelligence Cube. I remember playing that a bit. Um, oh man. My brain's going all over the place. I'm thinking of all kinds of questions and ideas. But I was gonna say, like,
Oh.
what's one of the most bizarre and weird games you've ever played that you've enjoyed, but like it was so mind-blowingly weird? that like left a lasting impression on you?
Oh, it's gotta be fucking agony. Like, I don't even know what that game
Ugh.
sometimes.
Oh.
It's just like I play like every once in a while, like, but like I don't know. And it's weird, like it's like basically you're in hell if you haven't seen it yet. And like they hold nothing back. Like there are spears going through guys' butts, like out their mouths, like there's decapitated bodies everywhere,
Yeah.
like, demons are shrieking at you and shit. Like it's fucking creepy as all hell, but like, and I feel like I'm losing my soul as I'm playing this game sometimes. But you just want to keep going. You're like, well, I just got to get to the end at least.
That game is like forever on sale for like $1.99, and I always look at it and I'm like, do I pick it
Yep.
up?
The only reason I bought it. I was like, well, I need a cheap horror game for the month of October.
One that'll mess you up for a while.
Before I give my answer, I want to say I made something for the end of the stream. Neither one of you can open it until the end of the stream.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, good. I picked it up.
All right.
So, what is the weirdest game I played that I loved? It's a hard one because I usually play like mainstream shit.
You do a few indies though. Was there
Yeah.
any like weird indie ones you played?
Yeah, and it could just be like
No,
weird based
not-
on your own
not
preferences.
really. Okay, so whenever I'm playing a computer, I think the weirdest game that I played but I absolutely love is fucking Spore, dude. Spore is like the weirdest fucking
That's a
thing
good
I've ever
shout.
played.
That is a good shout.
Well, like Spore is the weirdest shit I've ever seen, but I play it right? I played it and I'm like, okay, I fucking love this shit. It's weird as shit, but I fucking love it.
Yeah, I had a buddy who loved it, and he would show me like his weird creature creations. I never played it myself, but he was wicked into it.
Yeah, dude, it's so fucking strange. It's so fun. You can like, you can make literally pretty much damn near any monster or any critter you want. Like I've seen people make Mike Wazowski in there. I've seen people make
That's
Sully
awesome.
and like all sorts of like characters for weird shit. And it's like, really? That takes a lot of fucking time that I don't have the patience for.
Yeah, I don't have that
Fuck
patience either.
that, dude.
I love seeing people's creations, so yeah, I don't have that kind of patience or talent that like I could come up with something crazy like that. I usually just make like goofy characters if I can create stuff in games, things
Right.
that just look
I-
wrong.
Yeah, like in Skyrim, I always made my character look like the ugliest motherfucker in the game. Like I made him look like the ugliest motherfucker, and you just see him and he like fucking go into the house and there's like already like 3 housewives and shit. It's like, how the fuck does this dude get this?
He's good with his words.
It's strength, charisma,
Right.
or like stealth like all the way to 100%.
Yeah.
Oh
That's such a good
man.
route.
So when I
Hey,
thought of the question, the game that came to my mind, and I don't know if either of you have ever heard of this. There was a game that I played on Sega, and it was called Booger Man.
Oh yes.
Yeah, dude. I forgot
I-
about that.
Yeah.
It was such a bonkers game, just like, you're flinging your snots at people, you're eating
Yeah.
chilies, and you get fire fires, and it's helping you fly, and you gotta collect these plungers, and I was just, what is happening? It was just so bizarre, but I just couldn't stop playing it because it was fun. But yeah,
then he
that's
made his
definitely gonna be. What's up?
I was gonna say that he made his comeback in Clay Fighters. You got to
Yes.
play as him as one of the fighters.
Yep.
Yeah.
Another weird game that I played, Play Fighters, with you could get like Santa in there, and
Sumo Santa. Yeah.
yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah. And,
That's
oh,
amazing.
Earthworm Jim. He's in that one too, actually.
Dude, Earthworm Jim. Yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't heard that name in so fucking long. Fighting the goldfish.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
just grabs them, eats them.
Right? Like, what the fuck?
I was gonna say, Jimmy, because Fundead was saying, outside of gaming. Out of curiosity, what kind of hobbies do you have outside of gaming? Like, is there anything else like you take a lot of pride in?
So I actually used to be in bands. I play
That's
guitar,
cool.
and I mean I haven't done it as much as I'd like to lately. It's been a while, but I've been kind of thinking about like going back and like picking it up again, maybe trying to like just get better. It's one of those things. I'm self-taught with it, so it's like I'm not amazing,
Nice.
but I do okay and I do have fun playing it. Just one of those things. Like I love music, um, like music, video games, and horror. Those are like my three big. Uh, outside of like food, I love food.
Food.
Same.
Oh, it's some
See, this
people
this is
eat to
proof.
live, and some people live to eat. And I'm the latter.
This is proof to where you know the saying where it's like the fastest way to a man's heart is food.
Yep.
This is like
Yep.
living proof. Like we all adore food, dude.
It's
I
true.
hate saying that because
Absolutely,
it's such a stereotypical thing to say, but god damn it, it's fucking true.
it is.
Freaking eat.
Food is like the gateway to unlock that cold ass heart of ours that just makes it warm.
9 times out of
Hell
10, if I'm
yeah.
having a bad day, food will cure it.
Oh
Right?
yeah.
It's like you gotta
Totally.
like you come home or like you go to like a fast food or like a restaurant even, get like a really good fucking meal and you're like, the bad day was worth it. Like fuck yeah. This is it. This is the peak of my existence right here.
So, as far as like retro games go, do you guys have like a go-to retro game? Like, is there one that like, I guess like, what would be retro now? I like when I think retro, I think back to like Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Sega, that stuff.
Totally.
Dude, yeah.
Totally.
But like anything from
Um,
that era that like is a game that stands up to like it's like your all-time favorite from that era.
I'm I want to answer first because I want to take you way fucking back. And this is gonna sound like it's such like an easy answer, and it's gonna sound like it's bullshit. But Pong,
Pong. That's a
I
good show.
fucking love Pong, dude. I fucking love Pong. I don't know why. It's just so simple, and I love it. I'm
I mean,
this way. I'm gonna move that way.
honestly, sometimes the simple like I mean that's the most important part of games anyways is the gameplay and like sometimes the simplest things can go a long way for things. And I feel like not to get into a whole other, can of worms, but I feel like that's some of the problem with gaming today.
Dude,
There's
yes.
more emphasis on having like the best graphics, best performance and all that stuff, but like sometimes they forget to make a good game. You know what I mean?
Right?
yeah.
It's like, yeah, it's pretty,
100%.
Yeah.
but I I can't really do much of nothing because I can't fucking control anything.
Right. And like, some games can, balance it all out and make it like, I mean, look at the recent God of War Ragnarok it was a beautiful game, but it also played really well and it was a lot of fun, and there were moments that were challenging and it's like
You
this
don't
is
want to get
great.
you don't want to get me on this tangent, my guy. Trust me. The mindful
That's
mindful has learned his lesson.
that's fair. That's fair. Um, but like, well, you know what? We won't go to specific games, but like that's just kind of how it goes. But sometimes it's nice to go back to like the old school games that were like, you just get right into it, play the game. There's minimal story, like, and I
Right?
love a
You
good
just have
story. I
fun.
grew up on RPGs, so like, I love a good story. But sometimes you just want to jump into a game and just play it and have a good time and not have to worry about, God knows what.
What would be yours, mindful?
No, I totally agree with you guys. even like RPGs when you're talking about Jimmy, like sometimes I just miss the old school. You level up, it does it all for you. You know
Yep.
what I mean? You just go on your adventure, like that's like I like that kind of RPG too. But for me, I'm with you, Funded. I like to go all the way back. I was backing, sorry, going back and forth between Pac-Man or Tetris, and I think it's
Oh my
Tetris
god,
hands down.
dude.
Like every time there's a new Tetris, I'll play it because I'm just like, yeah, this is fucking fun. Like I love this shit. Like I love matching stuff.
Yep.
It's
Yep.
very
You're
satisfying.
you're gonna hate this. I hate Tetris.
Oh, that's a shame.
I hate Tetris just because it's like I see the matching, but since I have ADHD really fucking bad, and I get super stressed out whenever I'm under pressure and shit. Like the game was just absolute hell for me. I played it, I enjoyed it, but it was absolute hell for me because I was so stressed out because I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to like clear this row or not.
Did you ever play
No, I
Puyo
totally get
Puyo?
that.
Hmm?
You ever play?
No, I haven't played that one.
So I was introduced to Puyo Puyo as Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine back in the day. Before I knew that it was an
Oh,
actual game called Puyo Puyo, just with like Sonic, like Dr. Robotnik thrown in there and stuff. Um,
oh, okay.
yeah, but that's another like I like that more than Tetris, just because I like the idea of like you get these different colored blobs and you have to make certain stacks, but you can also plan it
Mm.
so that they like you know go down like if you get like combos, and the more combos you get,
Oh
the
yeah,
more stones you throw to the other person's side. So you can really screw someone over if you set up just the right pattern.
So
Um, yeah,
yeah. No, that was a good game actually. Doctor Robotnik's Beat Machine. Like that was really fun. I
yeah.
remember that one.
so I've played a game. I've played games like that, and I've never played that game, but I've loved those games just because it's just like, okay, yeah, this is easy, but for some reason Tetris
Yeah.
just stresses me the fuck out, dude. Like I don't know what it is, but I'm just like, I don't like this.
Well, now they have a
Oh, I
game
get
that's
you.
the combination, so you can do either one and go against each other and do either one. But it's Puyo Puyo Tetris, and it's just combined with both. You just pick which one you want to do, um, which I thought was interesting. Um, but it's funny, you guys went way older than I did. Um, my like absolute all time favorite retro game is Shinobi 3 on Sega.
Oh, nice,
That
nice.
game I love that game so much. I can play it like I played it in like anything it's been ported to. I play it there too, and I can't get enough of that game. I go through that. I know where all the secrets are. Like it's a whole thing. Like I was thinking of streaming one day, but I don't like the Sonic Sega Collection version of it because it's got like an input delay that makes it a little more difficult. So maybe with the capture
Hmm.
card, I can do the Switch version because it's on the virtual console, and I can just do it that way. But yeah, I absolutely love that game. It's like probably one of my all-time favorite games of all time. Of all time. Did I mention of all time?
I just want to put this out
Oh,
there.
that'd be
We
cool to watch.
Since we're all staying in like a triangle, and we're in like this little area, it kind of looks like we're trying to summon something
Yeah, it
because
does. And your
we're all
pants are
holding
on
like,
fire, so that also
yeah,
kind
I know. So
of.
fun story about this. I saw the pants, right? I was looking at them. I'm like, dude, I gotta have these. These are fucking dope. So I spent like $1.99 on these pants.
Oh my god.
I didn't care. I wanted these so fucking bad. And
They
the
look
best
worth it
part
though.
is, I jump in the fire, right? And the ring itself, since it's connected to the graphics of everything, it turns fucking pink and red. So I'm just like, that's fucking cool. I like that. That's
That's
wicked.
awesome.
Oh,
So I was just
that's
like, yeah,
funny.
I gotta have these. Fuck it.
That's so, this is
So this
quite
really
fun knowing
wasn't
what you
a
guys said.
Switch inspired design? Got the same color scheme?
No, it was not actually. So I was thinking about it. I'm just like, mine feels like a light blue person. Like his color
Yeah.
feels like a light blue. So therefore, you know what? I'm gonna do mine as red because I usually choose red and shit. And I'm just like, yeah, red's my color. So I'm just like, okay, well, let's lead a path to the couch of like our colors. Fuck it. So that's where this design came from. And
That's
every
so
time
cool.
whenever I look at it, I'm just like,
That's
it's
awesome. It's just
satisfying.
funny that it ends up looking
Yeah, I
just look
know.
it's just
Plus, I
funny.
thought about that too. I thought about it. I'm like, we talk a lot about games, and this kind of looks like a Switch setup. And that's kind of funny. I like that.
I mean, it works either way. It looks cool. I like the setup of this little room.
So
The fish.
this little fish area, if you
Yeah.
understood how long it took me to make this, because I literally told mom to not fucking touch this tank. Like I don't fucking do it. Don't fucking touch it. And I did it. And she helped me with the fish and everything. She helped me figure out how like a way to make the water like nice to where the fish can actually swim instead of just glitching out and just staying in one spot. And I was doing it, and it probably took me maybe 30 minutes or less to figure out how to do it with her.
Yeah.
And like the fish, as you can see, that they're still stuck to the fucking bottom of the tank. And I was hoping that they'd like swim up to the top and shit. And no,
Yeah.
they're just fucking stuck down there. And like, there's one little puffer fish down there. That's the little yellow dude down there with like like the blue
Yeah.
like cheeks and shit. It's just like I gotta add one of those in there because it's my favorite fucking fish in the game.
It looks cool.
Yeah, it's really
And they
neat.
they actually blow up, by the way. If they feel threatened or if you attack them, they blow up.
Oh, jeez.
Like they get bigger. I'm like, what the fuck? That's cool.
I'll try not to look at him wrong then.
Right. That's what I was always thinking. I'm like, I wonder if it's kind of like the Enderman kind of thing. If you look him in the eyes long enough, he'll just go.
Right.
But on to like another topic. I don't want to get like too many topics out just because this is maybe I think the third podcast,
Yes, it
Yep.
is.
but it's like there's so many things that we could talk about, and it's fantastic because we did this the exact same thing with mom. Like we had one topic and we were thinking like, okay, we're just gonna stick with this topic. We're gonna talk about the topic, but then we're like doing side steps and like we carry on with the conversations, and then all of a sudden it just starts growing and growing, and we're like, yeah, we're actually having fucking fun with this shit. This is great.
Yeah,
Because
that last one was really good.
I don't I don't like doing the whole like, okay, this is one topic, we're only going to talk about this topic, because I've seen podcasts like that. I don't like them. I can't sit there and listen to somebody talk about one topic for like 3 hours on end.
Yeah, you like to
I
have a
just
flowing
can't.
conversation that just kind of feels more natural.
Yeah, like I can't stand it. It's so annoying. And like whenever somebody recommends like a podcast to me, I'm just always thinking to myself, well, are they going to talk about something other than what it says it is, or is it just going to be that one topic?
Right,
So
right.
like the more questions we have for each other, like the better. I feel like that's the better like portion of the podcast. Like the one topic is great and fine and all, but it's whenever we start digging deeper with more questions that it starts to grow and become better.
Yeah,
I
the
agree with
the
you,
one
buddy.
topic's kind of like a starting point, and then
Right?
it
Yeah,
goes
and then
from
it just
there.
fucking it just opens up like a can of worms. It's like, there you go. But
So
my
with that said, what is your question?
what is your guys' favorite genre of music?
Ooh.
And there's a lot of fucking
That's-
genres out there. I'm just putting that out there
Yeah,
real quick.
there's all kinds of stuff.
Since everyone's throwing my name out there, hey Jimmy, why don't you give your answer first?
Yeah, how about that?
Oh man. So I mean, I like a
Put him on the
wide range
spot.
of music, just particular ones I don't. But I would say my top choice would probably be metal, and I know that there's a million different kinds of metal.
No, that works. Don't ever say that. That works.
Yep,
Metal
metal,
is
metal
metal.
music.
Metal is metal. Like it is its own fucking genre. I don't care if somebody says like, "Oh, but what about hardcore metal and like nightcore metal and shit like that. It's like, no, it's all fucking metal. If you like it, it's fucking metal.
Right. But that would be my
That
answer.
voice you gave was perfect.
That was good.
What? I completely missed that. I'm sorry. I am my scent twisted T in.
No, I said the voice you made when you were
Oh
like
yeah.
imitating them.
I
That's
do
good.
that a lot, by the way. If I don't know if you guys noticed during this whole podcast, I do that shit a lot because I actually used to want to be a voice actor. So I could do Kermit the Frog. I really like doing him. He's fun.
Very nice.
I'm like,
It's really fun whenever you make like a really like cute and honorable character. You just go, well, fuck. I don't know what to do anymore. It's like, yes, I love that.
I was gonna say mine's a lot like yours, Jimmy. Like mine's rock. Like I don't know. Rock is just awesome.
Yep.
Like
Dude, fuck
seriously,
that.
like going from like psychedelic rock to like heavy rock,
Yep.
whatever, alternative rock. Like it's just I don't know. It's
There's
each
a
one of them.
psychedelic rock. Hold on, what the fuck?
Yes, yes, there
Yes,
is.
there
You
is.
send me a you send me a fucking link to that shit.
Well, I mean, if you ever heard
I
of
want to.
Radiohead, most of their songs are listed that way too.
Really?
Yeah,
That's what. Okay. Okay, now I understand what it is. Okay. Yeah, that makes more sense now.
yeah, you know what I mean. Like, like I don't know. I've never really heard a bad rock genre yet.
Dude, I haven't either. It's fantastic. It built a lot of shit. That's for sure. But mine, I'm so mainstream with my shit. It's not even funny. Like, it's rap.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah.
Like,
I was about to say
I-
that is fair.
that's
And-
pretty much my top three genres in my playlist always.
It's either that or funk.
Yeah,
Like, I fucking love funk just because of the bass and shit. It gets me pumping, it gets me kicking, and it makes me move.
Absolutely. I
And
get down with that.
the darker the funk, the better for me because I have this weird like energy about me that people have even told me like, dude, you feel like you could kick somebody's ass constantly like that's the vibe you get off in person. I'm like, but I'm like a soft teddy bear. I don't want to hurt nobody. I guess it's just my resting bitch face that gets them kicking. It's like, yeah, you're fucking scary. I'm like, I'm not scary, I promise. I'll make
That
you feel
RBF man.
like, but the darker it is for like any music genre, the darker it is, usually the more I'll listen to it. But there's one that I just can't get over, and it's swing music. It ties to me, and it just doesn't let go. Like I have one classic song that I guess is not even really classic anymore because it's coming back to life, and it just hits really hard. And I'll share it with the Discord, but I'll also say the title on stream, so therefore people can know what it is. And it's Solitude by Billie Holiday.
okay.
Nice.
Oh,
Dude, I don't know what it is, but her voice just it grabs me and just holds on. It's like, yeah, you're not going nowhere. I listen to that shit in the shower when I'm working, and I'm just like, I feel like I'm in like an old timey bar, just walking around, having a good time, relaxing, and it's soft. It's fantastic.
That's
It's
awesome.
one of the only soft songs I will listen to.
that's cool, my dude.
But yeah, I mainly
Jimmy,
listen to
I
rap.
was I was gonna ask you, Jimmy, because you've talked about it a few times, for your like upcoming streams, right, that you're gonna have. Is there any of those brand new games that you're pumped about? Gonna be one of the choices for your stream?
So I've been going back and forth in my head about these. So like obviously I just played through the Callisto Protocol. I didn't end
Yeah.
up streaming that. My whole thing is like it is hard to pay attention fully to the game when you're streaming.
Yeah. Very
And
true.
as much as I would love to stream like, Resident Evil 4 remake, I think I'm gonna have to play through it once myself and then stream it, maybe like on a harder difficulty or something, and just like not use the unlocks I got.
So
Okay.
that actually, what you just said, that actually brings something to my attention. I highly recommend whenever you start streaming and everything, whenever you first start out, play the game first, get the grasp of the controls, therefore you can play it, enjoy it, and have
Yeah,
fun with it, and don't have to focus on like a chat or like what you're doing and everything else. And just play the game, enjoy the game, figure it out, and then after you figure it out and get to the point where you're like, okay, I'm comfortable, let's go ahead and stream this.
So
Then
true.
do it.
Don't be mindful. Don't do it. Mindful does all the time.
Just like
this is my
no,
first go.
so
Let's do it.
Yeah.
that's the thing because I do the same thing. I do the same
Yep.
thing as Mindful does, and it always ends up a little rough because I'm
Yeah.
just
Oh
like I'm
yeah.
trying to read what a fucking tutorial says. I'm just like, the fuck did that say? Damn it! I was
Right.
looking at chat, or like I like. But that's the thing about it. You can ask chats like, hey, what did that say? Did any of you catch what it said? And then like 9 times out of 10, if you have some people watching you, they'll be like, "Oh yeah, it said this, this, and this," or they give you like a dumbed down version, which is even better than the tutorial, and you get it even
Right.
Yeah.
better. And you're like, "What the fuck? This is the community I have created or I'm part of. This is beautiful."
Well, it's kind of nice to get that like reinforcement too, because like I was going back and forth with it because I'm like, I mean, we did the Devil in Me recently, and that was our first playthrough, and
Oh,
I
Yeah.
definitely missed out on some stuff in the game, like because half my attention wasn't, in the game. So it's like I don't mind doing it for certain games that maybe like, that aren't from a series that like I'm really looking forward to. It's kind of like one of those things where it's like, oh, this will be fun. Like I enjoy it, but it's not like, it's not like my obsession with Resident Evil or like when Silent Hill 2 remake comes out. I can't wait for that. Um, it's like one of those things. But if it's like a game that like either doesn't have a lot of story or it's not one that like I really need to pay that much attention to, like I don't mind doing that like first time playthrough. It's just obviously Resident Evil 4 remake. I am gonna want to just take in every bit of that world and soak it all up and play through it. Because all right, so before I ended up like streaming like this way, um, I did used to stream for my coworkers without voice and without video, just like the gameplay. And I did it for Resident Evil 8. I did my first playthrough on stream that way, so my coworkers could watch. Um, and that was fine. But now, like, if I stream, there's that expectation where I'm gonna have to interact with chat, and that's like a whole different thing. Like, I can't just go back to the old way and like focus on the game and not have to like worry about anything. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like, yeah, I think I am gonna have to play that on my own and then do like a harder difficulty on the stream because most likely, for some reason when you're playing on stream, your gameplay skills just just tank down.
It's
It's like
it's so true.
you forget
So
how to play a
true.
I
game, and
found
it's
a
like,
cheat code to that.
oh yeah,
Drink.
that's fair.
Trust me. Trust me. Everything will go way fucking smoother. Even if you fuck up, you'll be like, oops.
I mean,
Oh,
that's
I
a
think
fair
I'm
point.
getting. I think I'm getting called for. Hold on, I'll be right
Okay.
back.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's so true, Jimmy. Like, there's so many times I'll play like even like simple like Fall Guys or like Fortnite or whatever, right? It's just
Yeah.
like, man, I'm doing so shitty. Like, what's wrong with me?
Oh, that other night well, not really the other night. It was a while ago, but that time we played and I actually, what did I almost win the crown or something like that?
Yeah, yeah.
I was like, if I was actually in the chat and like, had the headset on talking and stuff, there's no way that would have happened. But that was a blast.
Oh,
Speaking of a
like you don't
blast,
think of it.
oh no, go ahead.
Like you know, like you don't. No, I was gonna say you don't think it would be like something that would slow you down that much. Like when I used to think of streamers, I was like, "Oh
Right.
man, it must be easy just playing this game." But it's like, yeah, no, it's really freaking hard
Yeah.
actually.
You're actually your brain's going in like seven different directions. It's like, oh wow, like I didn't take that into consideration. That's why like you get so exhausted after too. It's like, whew, I I'm good. I'm ready for a nap.
So true. What were
But
you gonna say though, buddy?
that last time we were talking about Red versus Blue got me thinking like not even like even if it wasn't like on a stream, but if like we had like a Discord thing where we we hang out, chat, and watch it or something, that'd be kind of fun.
Yeah, I was actually interested in that idea. I don't know if you know how to do it or not, but I just had to kind of get like I guess a little walkthrough or whatever of how to set up a movie night on Discord.
Yeah,
Because I've seen that talked about a few times, but I really don't know how to actually activate that or do it.
I know people that know how to do it, so I may be able to figure that out.
Yeah, because that'd be cool to do. I definitely agree. Like a red versus blue or like something similar.
Yeah, because I mean, even that, like, even if we had to find like the episodes on YouTube or something, I'm sure they're on there.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm sure it'd be easy to get at least the first couple seasons.
Yeah, those are the good ones. I mean, I never finished it, and I do have like the first 10 years box set or whatever. I got to like a certain point, and then like it used to be what I like would go to sleep to. So like I would just put it on, have it on the background, kind of start over every time, and then I get to a certain point, and then like it must have been like season 5 or something. That's like where it stopped. Whenever they changed to like a different group of people.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was same with me too. So I don't know. The first couple seasons were so good. Like I
Yeah,
just liked the commentary.
it was just dumb but fun, and I loved it.
Exactly. Yeah. Like
Oh,
speaking of like weird shows like that, I don't know if you've seen it or not, so I'm just trying to grab it here. I'll put a link in. But it's called C Lab 2021. Like
you're
those
gonna
are
hit me with C
yeah,
Lab 2021? That
nice,
show
nice,
is one of my
yeah.
all-time favorite shows. One of the
Because
greatest
when you were
things that's
talking about red versus blue, I was like, man, he's probably seen all these like really cool, like bizarre ones.
yeah. The first two seasons are probably the best of C Lab 2021. I like the other two seasons,
Yeah.
but the first two seasons, the Bizarro episode kills me. The Bebop Cola episode
Yeah.
floors me every time. When he's talking to the little scorpion, give daddy his medicine. Oh my God, I can't. It's so good.
Like, oh, I always find myself at one point going like, quoting Bizarro.
I'm
Yeah.
back.
Bizarro.
I am
Hello,
back.
sir.
But see, here's the thing. Y'all are going on an adventure with me inside the kitchen because I'm hungry. I haven't eaten anything yet.
Very nice, very
Or
nice.
Jimmy, the other one I was gonna say was oh, what's his name? Oh, Harvey Attorney at Law. I think that was what the
Yes,
show was
Harvey
called.
Birdman.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You see that one too? Nice.
Yep.
All
Oh
right, what
yeah.
topic are we on so therefore I can know what we're talking about?
We're just
Oh,
gonna
we were just talking about like weird shows. Because Jimmy was saying how we should have like a movie night on Discord at one point.
Dude, that would be dope. I would fucking love that. I would so sit down and watch it.
hell yeah.
Just have to figure out how to do it.
Exactly.
I can actually, I can do it. I kind of know how to do it already on the computer.
Oh, perfect.
Oh, nice.
So, I would just have to get everybody in like a chat and then just screencast my shit. I've done it before. I can do it again. It's just my computer runs a little
Nice.
slow. A little bit. How's that? But I can do
Have
it.
you ever seen that show, Fundead? Red versus Blue?
Red versus blue? Oh yeah. Fuck yeah.
Yeah? Oh, nice, nice.
Okay, hold on. I want to make sure that we're talking about the same thing. Rooster Teeth.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, the
Okay.
Halo.
Yeah. Okay. Making sure. Probably. Wait, are we talking about like the weirdest show we've seen?
No,
Well,
we was talking about that, and then we switched over to C Lab 2021, and then yeah,
So,
just weird adult cartoons that we've seen.
okay, what is the weirdest like live action show? Like that, not like anime turned into like real life kind of shit. I mean like Roseanne and I think it's like King of Brooklyn or something like that.
Oh, the King of Queens?
Yeah, that kind of thing. Yeah,
It's like a sitcom.
yeah. There we go. That's what they're called.
Okay.
That's right.
Um.
Sorry, my brain's kind of mush at the moment.
Oh no, you're fine.
No worries.
No,
I hope
no,
this doesn't
no.
ruin anything. I might have to leave in a couple minutes. Um,
Oh no, you're fine.
but yeah, I didn't know if I didn't want to cut anything short or anything. I apologize in
I
advance.
lost a sausage.
No, no worries, Jimmy.
I'm very
Would you like
apologetic,
us?
if you could tell.
Would you like us to read our notes then, Fundead? If Jimmy's
Go
gonna leave?
Go ahead.
All right, how do we do
Alright,
that?
Yeah. I
So
think
you
okay.
hold the
If
book.
I look
you
at
hold,
you,
You hold the
Okay.
book in your hands, and then you left, like push the left trigger.
Okay.
And I did this for a reason.
aww,
Aw,
that's sweet.
that was very
Thanks,
sweet.
Fundead.
That was worth the wait for
That's
sure.
that's so cool.
That's awesome. I know you could do stuff like that in this. Shows what I know.
Hey,
Yeah.
you can fucking write your own books and shit. Like you can write your own stories and shit. Like it's fucking
That's
wild.
incredible.
Yeah,
that's
that's
insane.
crazy.
I think the biggest book I've seen is like 100 pages.
Wow.
Like one of those pages.
We could make our own Elder Scrolls, guys.
Yeah, no kidding.
No shit.
There's no lusty Argonian maids.
Let's not get into that, shall we not?
So
Oh,
Jimmy, before you leave, I guess, is have a few minutes to go ahead and say if you have any like upcoming streams or if there's any like big events that people should look out for on your streams.
Sure. So I'm gonna be streaming Thursday. I have no idea what yet. I'm flying by the seat of my pants here, but yeah. So Thursday around 7:30, I'll probably be streaming. Have no
Central
idea what.
or Pacific? What time? What time frame?
Central.
Central. Same time as me.
And as far as big events go, no. But I mean, obviously, I'm in the Discord. If anyone wants to hit me up at all and chat, whatever, like I'm always around. I just dig talking to people.
So
So
I do have to say one thing, Jimmy. We
Yep.
gotta get into a game and play with each other. We gotta
Yes.
sit down and just fucking play a game. I
absolutely.
want to try to play a game with everybody in the Discord as much as I can.
Yep.
But sadly, for the people that play on the computer and don't have the cross-platform games, or the people that play on PlayStation, I can't play with you. I feel so bad about that too, because I want to play with everybody and I want to enjoy the time I have with everyone. Because you are all fantastic, and I see you all as family.
I love that. That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, again, obviously, I'm on Xbox. I got PlayStation. I got whatever.
Yeah.
I will make whatever work. And yeah, just give me a heads up. You can
I'll
always.
actually probably message you and be like, hey, what's a good time to play a game?
Yeah, that works for me. Honestly. Yeah, just let me know and we can work something out. We could do whatever, and then we got to set up that movie thing too. That'll be fun.
I can vouch you'll have a damn good time with Jimmy.
Yeah.
That's sweet of you.
Just from doing the podcast with him, it's been fucking fantastic. It's been so fun.
I've been having a blast with you guys, man. This has been even better than I imagined. So, thanks for having me on. I feel honored.
Oh, thanks, Jimmy.
Well, thank you. I do have to say, whenever I first started to talk about this podcast, I'm like, oh god, it's gonna flop. Oh god, nobody's gonna want to talk. Oh god, oh god. And then we start fucking doing this shit, and everybody's chatting. I'm like, yay!
That's
the
awesome.
The tambourine monkey kind of thing. My hands just started clapping on its own. I was so happy about it. As of right now, my face, I have the biggest grin just because I've always wanted to do a podcast with people. And with doing it with like basement gaming, and you don't even have to be in basement gaming. If you message us and like talk to us, just let us know that, hey, can I be part of this? And we'll probably either say fuck yeah, or what day do you want to go? Like, what day do you want to come on? Like, what Tuesday? Because it is every Tuesday, and I'm trying my damnedest to be on time every fucking time. I'm trying so fucking hard to get this shit under control, but shit
No, you
happens.
do
Life
great,
happens.
buddy.
Well,
We
again,
might possibly
sorry.
have Peaswad. No, that's okay, buddy. I was gonna say we might possibly have Peaswad sometime in the future. So that'll be exciting.
That's
Bro,
awesome.
that would be so dope. That would be so dope. The one adult in the Discord.
So true. Sorry, Jimmy, what were you gonna say, buddy?
I was gonna say, like once again, I'm honored to be on here. I appreciate you guys letting me in, and it's been a real blast, and I can't wait to see who else you get on here and to catch up on all your podcasts.
Thanks, Jimmy. I appreciate that, buddy.
And also, if you don't catch like the live stream, and you want the cut up version to where it's not the long silent version, and you're waiting for someone to talk, that Mindful, his YouTube, he posts it on YouTube. He also posts it on Spotify. And where else do you post it?
Anchor. So Anchor is like a little spin-off to Spotify. We could go out all over at one point if you ever want to. I realize there's another part to the setting. We could be on iHeartRadio. We could be on Apple Podcasts.
Dude, yeah, I know. We could be on Apple. We could be on Amazon. We could literally be on damn near any
Yeah.
fucking platform we wanted to. And that just blows my fucking mind.
I know.
Because I'm just like, dude, what the fuck?
Yeah, you nailed it, man. It's YouTube and Spotify if anyone's interested in watching it on there as well.
And
Yeah,
I
I'll
highly
definitely be
recommend
checking it out.
watching. I highly recommend watching the YouTube version. It's fantastic.
Yeah, 'cause
I love it because Mindful has this great thing about putting pictures and stuff about a lot of things, and it's fantastic. I love it. I love Mindful's videos. Like I've watched damn near all of them.
Mindful, you gem.
He is,
Thanks,
he is
guys.
definitely a fucking like diamond. He's
Absolutely.
fantastic. He is a wonderful human being.
And if he's anything like me,
Thanks,
he's
guys.
blushing right now.
Oh yeah, big time.
He deserves all the fucking cookies that we can give him. God damn it,
Absolutely. Chocolate chip, oatmeal raisin, whatever you want.
Spike.
Oh gosh.
But all right, guys, I really enjoyed this. It was a lot of fun. I appreciate it. And again, to sound like a broken record, I'm honored, and it's been a blast.
It was great having you on, Jimmy. You have an excellent evening, my friend.
You too. Much love.
have a wonderful night.
You too, buddy.
Good night.
Later. Mindful.
Yeah, buddy.
I have a question for you specifically.
All right, let's do this.
So, with this podcast going the way it is, and how far we've already
Yeah.
gotten with like third episode and everything, how we're truly enjoying this. Well, I hope you're enjoying this. I don't want to speak for you.
Oh gosh, no, I'm enjoying this, my man. I'm really pumped.
This is every Tuesday. I look forward to every Tuesday. But if you guys
Me
don't
too.
know, I have a 7:15 meeting in the morning every Tuesday. So therefore, I have an extra long fucking day ahead of me on every Tuesday because I'm just like, dude, I gotta do the fucking podcast. I'm so fucking tired. But as soon as I like get home, I'm like, dude, let's fucking do this. I want to do the podcast. I'm so excited. I get to like talk to other people and talk to Mindful. Dude, let's fucking do this. And like it gives me so much happiness and so much energy to just talk to you guys and just hear from you and get the feedback, and it just makes me so giddy to know that there are people out there that like to watch. Like
Yeah, no, I
two
100%
dudes
agree
that
with
are
you.
just so fucking tired that they just don't even know what the fuck's going on with like life at that moment in time, that they just like, you know what, fuck it, let's do a podcast.
No,
It
I
makes
agree with you, my man.
it makes me so
It
fucking
gives you like,
happy.
yeah, it gives you like purpose throughout the week, you know? Like, hey, there's something I can look forward to. There's something I can invest a little bit of time and energy into. Like, I love it. I love doing this with you, my man. It was a great idea.
I will say that last Tuesday was the longest fucking Tuesday of my life because I was looking forward to this so fucking much. I'm just like, dude, this is gonna be so fucking dope. This is gonna be so. I'm so excited for this. And throughout the day, I just
I
kept like dying down in energy. I'm just like, oh fuck. Wait, the podcast.
and like, shout out to mom. Like, if she ever like does her story streams again or whatever, like it's gonna go fantastic for her.
Oh,
I
dude,
said, I
yeah.
said, editing that one was so simple, just because she just kept that flow going constantly.
Constantly, dude. Like it was so fantastic. I loved it. It was constant conversation, and it was just constant fun. It was enjoyable.
Yeah,
It was fantastic. You didn't have a moment to breathe or think. You were just talking. It was fantastic. I loved it. But I do have to say that for the future streams, and if we continue to go on this path,
yeah.
and we figure out a way, and I don't want to get too fucking bold, but have you ever seen Good Mythical Morning?
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
I want to be like that with you. And like just
Alrighty.
I want to do that kind of thing with you, and then just fly everybody out to like us, and just have like a fucking heyday and just talk and have a conversation.
That'd be pretty cool.
That would be
Maybe it needs to
fucking
be like,
fantastic.
yeah, they have a really cool show. I enjoy it. Maybe
I
like need to try.
I really do as well. I first started watching them like whenever I was probably in high school, and we're just like, these two fucking idiots, dude.
Yeah.
I'm like, these two are retarded, but god damn it, now that I see like what we're doing and everything, talking about what we want to talk about and having fun, I'm like, dude, they're just having fun. That's all they're
Yep.
doing. Like they're fucking enjoying life to the fucking fullest. Why aren't we? So therefore I'm just like, you know what, fuck it, I want to start a podcast. And you know what? I choose Mindful to do it.
Oh, I'm glad you chose me.
I'm so glad you agreed to do this. It it has been a blast so far. And I do have to say one thing about the podcast that I absolutely look forward to every single time I go. It's that message, "Hey buddy, are you ready?" Every time whenever we're like getting ready, I'm just like, "Hey, he remembered. Let's fucking do this." I get so giddy whenever you message me. It's
Aw.
fantastic. I love hearing that people are watching the podcast and enjoying it. And I may not have anybody come to my side of the podcast, but I know for a damn fact people are coming to you. And I find that fantastic because whenever I started the podcast, I didn't want to be like the main like reason why it started. I wanted it to just be a small detail. I wanted to get like the little seed and plant it inside your head to where it's like, oh yeah, a podcast would be a really good idea. Like I didn't want to be like the main like reason why we're doing the podcast. I wanted to be part of the reason, and that's why I'm like, this is not just like my podcast. Whenever we first started, like this isn't my just my podcast. This is our podcast. This is us. Like this is a whole like team effort kind of thing. So with you taking like the initiative and seeing people wanting to come in and everything, because I'm absolutely horrible at Discord, absolutely god awful at Discord. I don't know if you've noticed, but I don't ever go into Discord and chat because I'm so fucking busy throughout the day that I
Oh yeah,
don't
no,
have
I
any
getcha.
fucking time to look at it. So seeing you like have conversations with people inside the podcast Discord and like getting that ready, I always think like, holy shit, I have somebody that can help. I have another person with me. I'm not doing this alone. I'm not alone because
Oh yeah, of
I've
course.
always done everything like by myself until I got into basement gaming and I got a family again.
Oh, I'm glad for that kind of experience for you. It is tough. It is really hard doing things alone. I agree with you. That
I,
was
I,
like the main idea why we built this.
I will tell you, I quit streaming for about 3 years because I was on my own. During those 3 years, um, I had to sleep in my car for a few days because I didn't really have much of a home. I uh, I didn't have an outlet for a long time. My life fell apart after I quit streaming because I moved up to where I am now, and things just got really rough. Like I started streaming and then again, and then I quit because I wasn't able to because I was living inside my car for about maybe 2 or 3 days, and I couldn't do what I wanted. I couldn't stream. I didn't have a way to stream. I didn't have like a console or a TV even. So I was just sitting there thinking like, well, damn, there goes my dream. And looking back at that now, I'm just like, man, shut your bitch ass up. Look at you now.
It's true, eh? It makes you humble.
Like it's fantastic to have a family like basement gaming, and just it makes me super happy, and it just makes me so thankful to have everyone that watches the stream and is part of the community, or even just talking in the Discord. It makes me so happy that like people are just there to talk and to have fun and to be like a family. It feels like I have brothers and sisters again because I lost pretty much all contact with my brothers and sisters. Like every single one of them just they don't want to deal with me, they don't want to deal with my mom. I don't even want to get into that, but it I don't have much of a family other than my mom, my grandmother, and my stepdad and my biological father because of certain situations that's happened. But you guys have given me the other side of the family that's like brothers and sisters. It's fantastic and I adore it. Every minute I talk to everybody, it's just, I cherish every single moment of it.
Oh, I really appreciate that, Fundead. Like I said, that was the whole idea, right? To making this community is just for people to make friends, find support, help one another, and yeah, just like you said, just get that family vibe. So I'm smiling like a goofball right now too because that's probably the highest compliment you can give someone. I appreciate that. It's been that kind of an experience for you.
As soon as I watch your first fucking stream, I'm not gonna lie, I'll be like, this dude's fucking entertaining as shit. I gotta come back and watch this shit. And then I found out you had a Discord. I'm like, nah, I'm joining that bitch right now. I'm like, I gotta
That's
have fun with
awesome.
this shit. So you yourself were the reason why I joined your Discord.
Aw.
And then thanks to you, I got another friendship with mom.
Yep.
And then now I really do hope that I'm able to play games with everybody that comes onto the stream. I really do because I want to give my own thank you to everybody personally because that's what they all deserve. Everybody deserves their own thank you in the community because it's such a fantastic fucking community. Everybody in
Yeah,
it
so
is fantastic.
you and the Meatwad too. You guys had some pretty good game matches
Oh my
together.
god, dude!
Destiny 2, yeah.
Oh my god, dude! Me and Meatwad were head to head. We got so competitive, and I'm not even gonna lie. Whenever we first played Destiny 2 together, and it was like me and Meatwad going up against each other because he was like, "Alright, let's go." I was so rusty. I'm like, he's going to come at me like a hammer, and I am the nail, and it's gonna go bad. And it just turns out to be just fucking hilariously fun because it's just like it was a
It
trade-off
is.
every fucking time. And it was like, yes, this it's not that bad because it's that family feeling you get because everybody cares for one another and they support one another. And that's why I
Yeah,
enjoy like Destiny and like the games that we're able to play with each other or even against each other. Like Fall Guys, that shit was so fun. Oh my god.
yeah, that was good. That
I
was really
might have
great.
fucking died on the second or third round, but god damn it, it was good. But I do want to say thank you to you for agreeing to the podcast, and even I want to thank you for streaming in general because if you didn't, I probably wouldn't find this family dynamic that I probably needed at the time.
Oh, I'm glad I was there for you, buddy.
Oh, and I also want to thank Cheyenne for like being Cheyenne because I've seen some of her Twitter, and I'm telling you right now, some of her Twitter posts are fucking hilarious. I
I know,
love it.
yeah.
I love it.
Cheyenne's one of a kind. No, he's saying he likes your Twitter post. She's like, I'm sick, leave me alone. I was like, no, we're not picking on you.
I promise we're not being mean. I'm trying to be nice.
Yeah.
I promise.
So for next week then, do you still want to aim at 7:30 or?
Yeah, well, okay, so there is a slight issue with next week. I'm
For
going to
sure,
be
what is
having
it?
a meeting at the end of the day at work. I have no idea how long it's going to be. I don't know how long it's going to take. Hopefully, it's not going to be like super long, like super duper long.
Alrighty.
But I think 7:30 would be a good number to go for. If I can do it sooner, I'll message you. But if not, it'll probably be like 7:30 or 8.
Okay then, no problem. That's not that bad. Like I said, Wednesdays I usually have off anyway, so it's not like it's the end of the world.
Oh yeah, you're
Okay.
off tomorrow, aren't you?
Yeah, yeah.
You're gonna get
Doing
bombarded
the
with
editing.
messages.
No worries. I'll also be doing my editing.
Okay, so I'm gonna be completely honest. Whenever you said like, "What's gonna be your topic for this week?" I'm like, "Ah, shit, I don't even fucking know, bro." I'm sitting
It
there
is
scratching my head.
hard.
Shit, what's gonna be the topic for this week? I'm just like, you know what? Fuck it. I've been thinking about this. So I'm just gonna put it out there. And
No, I thought it was a really good topic.
I typed it out. And I'm like, damn, that's a long ass topic. Like that's a really long fucking topic because whenever I was in school, they were always saying like keep your topic short, keep it short and simple. I'm just like I'm gonna break every rule of this. I promise you, this is not how it's gonna be in real life.
Well, like it was like like you narrowed in the exact area that you wanted to focus on. I liked it.
But for next week, you will be asking the question that starts it off.
Yeah, next
I'm
week I
so
will.
I'm so excited.
So
I'm
if
so
you guys weren't a part of that, Fundead and I are just gonna switch off every week, and each person will be the host, and then we'll have whatever the topic of discussion is. But like Funded, you said today, right? Like we can go all over the board. You guys can open the floor up if you're a guest on the show. You are more than welcome to, of course, fire out your own questions or things you wanted to ask.
and like people, because I know some people are going to be like, why is that? And the only answer I have for you is this: it's not. Whenever you're a guest, it's not just our podcast. Like it's not just me and Mindfuls. It's our podcast. Like you, Mindful, and me. Like we're the little team that makes this go round. Because if it wasn't for the guest, I promise you, me and Mindful will sit here and be like, huh, what to talk about next? Oh, this
It's
thing.
true. Guests definitely help keep the conversation going. That's for sure.
And it's because y'all are fucking amazing.
All right, buddy. Well, it's pretty late, so I'm gonna have some supper, and I'm guessing you're gonna want to have a little bit of a sleep.
I'm okay. So, best part is I don't have a meeting tomorrow, so I'm gonna sleep until like 6:30 in the morning because that's whenever I actually have to wake up. And I've already taken my shower, so therefore I I'm just gonna go to bed. Like after I'm done eating my pizza, I'm just gonna go to bed.
Nice. Well, I hope you have a good evening, Fundead. It was great doing this with you, and like I said, we'll see you guys next week at 7:30.
Yeah, hopefully. I'm gonna put that out
Hopefully,
there.
hopefully.
Hopefully.
You will see Fundead at one point.
Yeah, at some point, as long as I'm not sick or dying. And neither one of
All
those
right,
things are very likely to happen.
all right, guys. You have a wonderful evening.
Later.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I realize that most of these end off kind of abruptly, and I don't like um, the endings that Fun and I usually have, just because we're streaming. So usually I'm firing out a raid or I have to end it off at that moment. But thank you guys so much for tuning in every single week and listening to these, whether it's on Twitch, whether it's on YouTube, whether it's on Spotify. Fun and myself really do appreciate it. It yeah, it just really makes us feel good. There's no other way to describe it. If you guys are interested in being guests and you're watching this on the YouTube version, I will have my 3 links on there. You're more than welcome to either join the Discord, join Twitch, join Twitter, whatever platform you want to talk to me on, and say that you want to be a guest. The only restrictions right now that we have is you have to be on Xbox Party Chat. That's the only way we could talk to you. Hopefully, in the future, when I get some better technology, and so does Fundead, we can branch out and we can have it on Discord as well to open up to all platforms. But yeah, sadly for now, it's just Xbox Party Chat. We will be again live on Twitch next Tuesday at 7:30 if you want to stop by there and talk to us. But other than that, I hope you guys have a beautiful day and thank you again for listening.